What's going on, guys? It's Swimzyy here, and welcome back to a brand new Warframe video. Now, in today's video, we are going to have a look at what Baro has brought for this rotation. Now, Baro is currently located on the Coronia Relay on Saturn, and we're just going to see what he has, what he's brought this week, and what is worth it. If you did like this video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, as all of that good stuff helps me out. Thank you for helping me reach 500 subscribers, and we've even smashed it to 600, which is unbelievable. So thank you all so much. Please let me know anything I can improve on, anything you want to see in future videos. That being said, let's get into it. So, what has Baro brought this week? He has brought the Halakar Wraith, a nice boomerang type glaive weapon. The Halakar Wraith isn't too bad. It is better than the standard Halakar, and honestly, you can make some pretty ridiculous builds with this. Now, is it one of my favorite weapons? No. Is it useful? It can be. For me, it's not really the best weapon for my playstyle, so I can't really say if it's good or not. If you need mastery fodder, then pick this weapon up, but overall, I think it is a solid weapon. Then we have the Javi Luminosity Scrolling. Become a student of Javi. This Luminosity Scrolling is based on Drusus Leverian's Records of Lavos. This is a Warframe lore-based item, and if you're into lore, then definitely pick this up. It does look pretty interesting. Also, if you do know what these scrollings actually represent, then please let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, I can't really say this is worth it because it is a decoration-based item, but if you do like it, obviously you can pick it up. Then we have the Nexus Fur Pattern, a unique fur pattern for your Kubro. I'm guessing it's just the pattern. I don't think the colors come with it, but honestly, the pattern doesn't look too bad. Now, I don't use Kubros a lot, so my opinion could actually differ from the rest of you, but honestly, the pattern itself does look pretty good. Then we have Primed Pressure Point, plus 165 melee damage for melee weapons, of course. This, in my opinion, is a must-have mod. Even though it is primed, melee damage for melees is going to make it so much better, so I would highly recommend picking this mod up. Next, we have Primed Reach, plus 3 range for melees. This is also pretty decent for if you want to have more range for your melees. I would pick this one up as well. Next, we have Prime Fast Hands, plus 55% reload speed for rifles. Again, this is a primed mod, so it is worth picking up. It is not the best prime mod that Baro has brought this week, but it definitely is up there with one of the more useful mods. Now, depending on the weapon, you don't really need reload speed, but reload speed could be helpful, so it's up to you if you want to chuck it on your builds. I would pick up this mod. Then we have the Machete Wraith, a pretty decent Wraith weapon. Now, the Machete is actually pretty underrated. It's nowhere near as top as it could be, but it is definitely a fun to use weapon, and it is better than the standard machete. Overall, it's pretty quick, so I would pick this weapon up even if you need mastery fodder, even if you need mastery rank, or if you just love the machete in general. Then we have the Axii A2 relic. Now, the possible rewards are a Former Blueprint, Lex Prime Barrel, Lex Prime Receiver, Uncommon, Lex Prime Blueprint, Lex Prime Blueprint, and rare is the Lex Prime Link. Now, of course, this relic gives you access to be able to farm the Lex Prime. The Lex Prime isn't that good. The Lex Prime is definitely better, especially with that Incarnon form. I do have a video on my channel if you'd like to check that out, but honestly, the Lex is good, but it's not the greatest. It's pretty fun, it sounds really good, but the damage just isn't there, unless you have a really good Riven. Would I say to pick this up? Definitely. It is a prime weapon. If you don't have it, then you could also get mastery rank out of it, but yeah, it's not the best weapon, but it certainly isn't the worst. Then we have the Teer shoulder plates, these like triangle looking shoulder plates. We also have the Teer chest piece, which does look pretty decent, and the Teer leg plates, which are probably the worst part of this set. But overall, the full Teer set is out right now. If you do want to pick it up, you can. The chest piece looks pretty good. Shoulder plates are probably second, and the leg plates obviously third. I just don't like the shoulder plates and the leg plates, but the Teer chest plate does look pretty good. Then we have the Teer solo earpiece. Now, there it is right there if you can't see it, but it's alright. It's a nice face decoration for your operator slash drifter. Is it worth it? Not really in my opinion, but if you do want to have some class, then obviously pick it up. It is available right now. Next, we have the Teer Dyak Sindana, a Teer Sindana. It's alright, it's a bit bulky for my liking, but if you do like it, it is available. Then we have the Optical Elixir skin. Now, the Elixir skins actually are just bronze with a little bit of etching. They don't look that bad in general. This skin for the Opticore looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I like the bronze with the etching as well, but I don't see a lot of people using the Opticore. So if you do want to use the Opticore, if you do like the Opticore, or if you just like the skin, then you can pick it up. Then we have the Eminence color palette. Now, I would highly recommend picking this up because you get some good purples, a nice bit of blue, and also some lighter shades in there. It is a very good color palette. I run this on most of my frames. It's a really good color palette, a lot of options, a lot of nice options as well. So I would pick this up. Then we have the Ignis Tosun skin, probably the worst thing Baro has brought in this rotation. It's kind of imitating Inaros's look, but not really. I don't like it in my opinion. I would stay away from this, especially the cost price. That is way too expensive for a skin of this caliber. Then we have Prime Cleanse Corrupted, times 1.55 damage to Corrupted for shotguns. This is actually pretty good if you want to deal more damage against the Corrupted faction for shotguns, and it's an alright mod if you are versing Corrupted. Now, it is a primed mod, so I would recommend picking this up. Make sure to pick up all the prime mods, just so you have at least one of each. But overall, this mod is pretty good. It does help with dealing extra damage to the Corrupted faction. Then we have the green Teer Safari K-Drive Scroll. You can't really see it on my FIFA spine, but it is pretty much just this on the board of your K-Drive. Would I recommend it? No. Even if it is very cheap, I still would not recommend it. It doesn't look that good in my opinion. Next, we have the Limbo Immortal skin. Yeah, probably one of the worst Immortal skins that they have actually created. I do like the detailing and the pattern texture in this, but yeah, I definitely will not be using this skin. Then we have the Deimos Jugulus Prex card. This is pretty much just a lore-based item as well. Nothing too fancy. It's a nice Prex card. You can clearly see that it's a Jugulus, and yeah, not much I can really say about it. Then we have the Deimos Saxon Prex. Again, same thing. It's alright. Then we have the Voamfast Glyph. This glyph actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not a big fan of Deimos in particular, except for the Whispers in the Walls. The Albrecht Entradi Lab Room actually looks pretty cool. And I do have a quest video on my channel if you'd like to check that out. It is edited, so don't worry, there is no BS. It is just purely the best parts of the quest. If you do want to check that out, it'll be down in the description down below. But I think this glyph looks good, but I still wouldn't pay this price for it. The 50,000 credits isn't that bad, but the 80 ducats, that's pretty steep for a glyph. Then we have the Harpy Fighter decoration, a Corpus Railjack Fighter decoration that you can use in your Orbiter/Dojo. It's pretty expensive, but it does actually look pretty good. This is just pretty much a lore-based item as well, I guess, so if you do want it, you can pick it up. I wouldn't recommend it though, but if you are heavily into lore, then I don't see why not. Then we have the Fey Path Ephemera, the Autumn Leaf Ephemera, that is very cheap. Even though the Ephemera does look pretty good, it is still lacking a little bit, but I would still pick this up because it is very cheap and it actually looks alright. And finally, we have the Sands of Inaros Blueprint. Now you can purchase this to start and complete the Sands of Inaros quest to get the Warframe Inaros, and honestly, the quest is pretty good. Inaros needs to be reworked, like now, please. DE, please. But there we have it, guys. That is everything that Baro has brought for this week. Please let me know your favorite item that he has brought this week. Mine would have to be a mix between the primed pressure point and primed reach. Those mods are just way too good to pass up. If you did like this video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, as all of that good stuff helps me out. If you do have any questions or comments, I will definitely answer them down below. If there is anything I can improve on, anything you want to see in future videos, then please let me know down below. That being said, have a wonderful day. It's been Swim, guys. Later.